guys, my biceps getting any bigger yet? Guys, you can keep doing bicep curls until you're blue in the face. Not literally. In this video, I'm going to give you a load of take-home tips on how to add strength and inches, yes, inches to your biceps. And we're going to start right now. Hello everybody, it's Jason Davis here at Body Remastered. And if you're new here and you really want to learn how to build, strengthen and tone your body and get access to resources like no other, then start off by subscribing now and clicking that bell so you don't miss a thing. You come to the right place if you really want to add some inches to those biceps. This video is going to touch on the plateau techniques, some of the techniques that really work for me. You just got to tweak your workout just a little bit. I tell you now, if you keep doing curls, 100 curls all the time, it's really not going to trigger growth. It's really not going to shock the bicep muscles. Biceps aren't huge muscles, but you know, we love to concentrate on them. But there's some really simple ways to intensify the muscles. It doesn't have to be ultra heavy. In fact, it shouldn't be ultra heavy. I'm going to tell you some really basic techniques. We'll start off with the first one right now. Okay, the first one, guys, is 21s. This technique is really simple. If you've not heard of it before, it's a great way. Although I must say it's challenging. I'm going to show you in a second. But it's all about doing different types of range of motions in your curls. So you're going to do 7 full range of motions. You're going to do 7 half range of motions on the bottom end, and you're going to do 7 top end range of motions. I'll show you now. Okay guys, so when we talk about the 21s, as I said, you want to do 3 types of range of motion. You want to do full range of motion, half at the bottom side range of motion, so you stop about here, and then on the top side, you're going like that, stopping midpoint. Okay, and you're doing 21 here. So it'd be 7 full, and then the other 14 half on the upper side and lower side. So wish me luck and try it now. Not easy. Remember, you might want to finish off the last part of the set with a full range of motion. Doesn't necessarily matter about the order. That will really blast some intensity into your workout and your arms will be falling off afterwards. Okay guys, the next plateau technique is what we call the cheat curls. Now, as long as you do these safe, it's an excellent way to add some real strength to your bicep curl. As I said, there are different fibre types, and most of the time the biceps respond to higher repetition work. But actually, they also you want to increase your strength over time so you can slowly do a lot of repetitions at higher weights. The cheat curl is great because you can actually even use your legs or even arch your back a little bit forward to get some momentum to get the last curls up. So what when you do in this repetition is go all the way to failure. For those who are not clear on what failure means, it literally is never stop. So you go past failure sometimes. So at the point you're fully fatigued, use your back, use a bit of momentum, as long as it's safe and you're not hurting yourself, to get those extra reps in. I'll show you now. Okay guys, I'm going to show you now the cheat curl. This is for heavy exercises. So for example, let's say you're doing 6 repetitions, but it's really heavy. Maybe when you get to failure, can't lift anymore, use your back or your knees just to emphasize, as long as it's safe. I'll show you now. So let's say you're doing some heavy, so I'm getting to near the end now. Obviously I would have done a bit more. And on the last sort of reps, try and just get a bit of momentum. Use your knees to emphasise and your back, just to get those last reps. Really grow some more, put some more growth in there. Another variation of this is a bit of a different plateau technique, is what they call against the wall curl. This is kind of opposite to the one I just showed you in terms of the cheat curl, because in this case you're going to go ultra light. And you're probably thinking, well, actually, I can easily go ultra light and I can go, you know, 12, 15 repetitions. Well, try doing it against the wall where you've got no help from your back or your whole posterior chain, because you'll be surprised how much your other muscles support you doing the curl. If you really want to isolate the biceps, go against a wall and try and do exactly the same repetitions. And I bet you'll struggle. I'm going to show you right now. guys, the next plateau technique, and I've mentioned these before, with the chest and the shoulders, and that's a giant set. It responds so well, the biceps respond so well to the giant set because you're mixing up the angles and you're changing different parts. Remember, the biceps have two heads, the short head and the long head. And the more different angles, some angles target the short head more than the long head. And I'll show you those in a second. The other piece that everyone forgets is the brachialis, which is a deep muscle inside the bicep. And if you strengthen the brachialis and make it larger, it will push your arm out further. Again, adding some inches to those arms. I'll show you now. Okay guys, so on this plateau technique, I mentioned about the giant set. So the giant set is really good because you're tackling all different angles of the bicep. So remember, the biceps, bi means two. So there's two heads of the bicep. There's a short head, which tends to be the head that's closer to your chest in part of the body. And that typically gives you a thick bicep from viewing at the front. And then there's the longer head, which is on the outside. And that really contributes to the peak part of the bicep. So the giant set technique is great because you can touch it at different angles, because the various attachment points, and really make sure that you're stimulating the right head of the two biceps. So I'll show you now some examples of giant sets that you can use. Okay, the fourth plateau technique for the biceps, and I've mentioned it before, but I can't exclude it because it does wonders, and that's the eccentric stimulation. Also, combine that with an isometric. It really, really burns the biceps, and honestly, your arms will be falling off after you carry out this exercise. Okay guys, the last plateau technique, as I said, is the eccentric stimulation. As I said, sometimes you have to vary it up. For some different eccentrics work better for some other exercises. Check out my ebook, which is completely free if you subscribe, which is getting free at www.bodyweighmaster.com. It'll be a whole training plan on eccentrics. In terms of the biceps, best bet is to probably have a curl like this. You can do it with dumbbells as well. Lift it up, again slow 3 or 4 second eccentric on the decline. So, an added benefit, you can add both of these in if you feel that you're good enough, is to have the eccentric, and at the end of the set, include a stretch, an isometric stretch. We spoke about that, which is another plateau technique. For example, if I'm on my last set, well, I should say rep, I'm doing the eccentric, I'm very slow, it's so hard to keep it. Before you put it down, just hold it here, 30 seconds, 60 seconds if you can do it. Really feel that burn. And it will stretch under resistance. It's really going to create new growth and really shock those bicep heads. Okay guys, so I hope all of that is really useful. I'm hoping that you're combining some of those workouts in your plan straight away to add some inches to those biceps. I bet you will be feeling it the next day because it's really going to, if you've never tried these things before, it's really going to intensify. I must say, don't try and fit all of these different techniques into one workout. Choose one or two, see what ones respond best to you, but I guarantee it will make a huge difference. If you want more videos like this, then please subscribe and click the bell button and go to www.bodyweighmaster.com because we've got resources on there to help you build your arms, and you can contact us through the website and we can help you build a really comprehensive plan. If you like these plateau busting techniques, then check out some of our other videos on plateau busting techniques, or the upper chest blaster. We also got one for building shoulders and getting some 3D shoulders. But until then, have a great workout. Speak to you soon.